G'day. As you're probably aware, there's a bit of a primer shortage at the moment, and so I thought I'd have a go at reloading a primer, as funny as it sounds. I've seen a few things, read about it a couple of times, and apparently they can be reloaded using these things for a cap gun. They've got like almost a priming compound in the bottom that makes the snap noise. Apparently you can use that to ignite gunpowder in a bullet. So let's have a go at reloading a primer. Okay, so we'll just pick one of these off. Okay, it's hard to see. There's some pink sort of priming compound on the bottom there, so we're going to get that out. Okay, and the best way I found is to use a knife. And you want to sort of cut down the sides here. We cut down the sides. Okay, and you can sort of peel that open. Do it over the paper, eh? Flick this, peel it open a bit and flick this powder out as carefully as we can. As you can see, so far even it's not terribly efficient, so I wouldn't suggest this is a very viable thing to do, but either way, we'll see if we can do it. Okay, so most of that powder's out of there. Just move that to the side. I'm going to sort of crush this up a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier to put into the cup. The old primer cup. Yeah, so we'll crush that up. Try to crush it up using as little amount of friction as possible. Okay, that's crushed. Now next thing is our primer cup, and let's get that ready. So it's got this little three-sided, almost a clover leaf shaped thing in the bottom, which is called an anvil. You want to flick that out. So I've found the easiest is to just a sharp pointy object. This is a little seal pick. Just flick it out, pop that out. Oh, you can see a bit of carbon there. Now we've got those two are separated. Alright. Okay, just place it to the side. Now, next thing is we want to take this dent out of the bottom. So it's got a dent in the bottom. It's from the firing pin striking the primer. So we want to flatten that out as best we can. The easiest way I've found is a piece of steel. And just place it like that. I've got this drill bit, which is fits just inside the cup. I'm going to use it as a punch. Okay, and we're just going to tap away at that dent. And try and flatten that out as best we can. So you see that, the dents, there's still a dent there, but it's nowhere near as deep. It's pretty good. For what we want to do, that'll be fine. Okay. The next thing I want to do is pick up this priming compound. I found this is the most tricky part of the whole operation. It's picking up this powder and getting it in the primer cup. Okay, so what I've done is I've just got a straw here and I've cut a bit of a splay on it to help it sort of make a bit of a scoop out of it. And we fold it up in this bit of paper. I'm going to try and pick it up in the straw. Okay, got most of that. And carefully tip that on. Probably do with some surgeon hands when you're doing that, nice and steady. But either way, so now that primer cup is full of that powder. We're just going to tamp it down carefully, just to sort of make it a bit of a solid block in the bottom. Just use a bit of pressure. Be relatively careful with it. But again, if it goes off, it's only a little bit of powder. I'm wearing safety glasses, so if it goes off, you know, might get a bit of something on the tip of my fingers, but not going to really do any damage. Pretty safe, really. Okay, so now you can see that that's full of that pink powder that was in the cap gun things, and it's all tamped into the bottom there. Now, the last job is to put this anvil in. You can see that's facing upwards at the moment. We want to put this bit that's pointy, we want to put that downwards into the cup because it's the bit that the firing pin hits against, sandwiching the priming compound. You want to just place that in there carefully. As flat as you can. Okay, and then carefully, oops, fiddly. And I just carefully press the anvil back into the cup. Okay. And there you go. It's ready to be loaded into a case and use it just how you would use a normal primer. Reloaded primer using cap gun compound. Let's see if it works. Looks like it works.